Alright, gonna try and be brief here and explain my Horde base that I made. Was not my original design. I did find it from someone. I just kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it more my style. I am a solo player. I made it to day 140 completely by myself. Had this Horde base, and never once did a block get destroyed, and never once did I have at any point feel like I was in danger. It funnels the Horde great. Birds are not an issue. Demos being the biggest problem, and that's just making sure that I don't use a shotgun for much. I will occasionally use it, but I tend to have the sound a little bit higher so that I can hear when the demos are coming around, and I'm very careful about using it because shotguns will set off demos. I will switch to either an M60 assault rifle, the SMG, or the Vulture 44 mag, whatever it's called now, and aim for the head. You'll see in a minute how that's easy with this base setup. So to go over the dimensions, it is 21 long here to that block, and then it is 19 wide here. The walls are 3 thick on 3 sides, and then the entrance is 3 wide. These blocks are 3 thick as well. This area of 2 blocks is to set up your electrical fences and your dart traps, and then to be able to get to them to fix them throughout the night. And then these blocks I'll show you on the other one that you can see over there. I have 3 here so that I have plenty of room to fight and back up, maneuver around as best I need to. And then it also leaves spots for storage units so that you can have extra ammo, extra food, whatever extra you need nearby. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. So as you can see, this comes down 20 blocks, and then I skip here. If you can see, it's just because I use angled blocks on the corners. Kind of helps funnel them around. And then these blocks here are staggered so that I can put the angle blocks, give it a nice smooth finish. And then, yeah, it goes around. These I left open only because I was going to put arrow slits, but I didn't feel like doing that twice. And then this is still on grass. I'll show you in a minute on the other one how you go about building it. So the biggest thing is, this is not I'm going to start in this as a Horde Knight. This is not a day 7, day 14 base. Day 21 maybe, depending on how lucky and quick you are with the game. Day 28, this should not be a problem for anybody. As long as you know at least a little bit about the game, day 28 would be perfect for this. So, as you can see, this is all steel. The biggest challenge is working your way up to steel because you will not have enough. So this base, I dug out 1 deep, and then these blocks here all the way up to right on the other side of the trigger plates, back down, and then these here, I think I went 3 out. This is all 2 layers. So as you can see, that doesn't look right. Yeah, it's definitely I did that backwards. Okay. Yeah, so basically just this part here that you see the second set of blocks on, flip that 90 degrees so that it's a little bit wider down here. I started building it one way and then switched it halfway through. So, the biggest thing is you can go 3 high. The zombies will not be able to jump in. You should be safe that way. And then you can just put like just the regular frames on top so that they don't see it as an easy way to get to you. The biggest thing is this second row needs to be the strongest material that you can make. So if you can make it up to cement, perfect. You'll want all 3 of these to be the same strength. Now, the reason I said 3 high is I would leave this row, the third row, or the middle row, on the 3rd level at upgraded wood or just the blocks. I think upgraded wood would be better. Zombies might think it's a little too easy if it's just the blocks. But you'll want to make this as high as you can, the second row. The first row, again, cobblestone you should have plenty of. Cement might still be a little bit of a difficult resource to get. And then basically once you're at the point where you can fill this in with steel, you can take the 3rd layer and basically just knock them down and get this 2nd layer up to steel as you go. As far as the bottom row, so you can mess around on grass. Obviously this is going to be dug in and done, but you know, all this stuff can be under grass. That's just fine. You can upgrade it later. Like you see here, basically you dig in, you come underneath, you can upgrade everything and then put your blocks underneath here to support it. Okay, so base design, basically, like I said, 21 by 19. The outer walls on the back and the sides 3 wide, and then you angle in, and then the middle part where you're going to be fighting is 3 wide. You can make this 4 wide, 5 wide if you have other people. The one thing you need to remember is you just need to make it go out further depending on how wide you're making it. So if it's 4 blocks, it's 20 blocks this way. Angle in, and then I put stairs. And so this is where they will funnel. So basically they will come through here. They'll hit 4 different sets of electrical wires. That leaves 4 that you can fix during the Horde night. They'll hit the trap, dart traps of fire, and then they'll come up to here. If they get to here, you're having problems. But they'll have, these are poles, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4 to get through before they can get to you. It is a very effective base. Like I said, day 140 by myself, never had a problem. I go with solar banks and battery banks because the batteries will run during the night. They'll slowly drain. During the day, the solar panels will basically regenerate the batteries. This will help basically give you power every day, all day. Never going to be a problem. These hatches here are so that when you go to hook up your electrical fences, you can reach from here, and I've got a relay under there. If for some reason something happens, you can run it from here, go inside, and come around, and you'll be able to reach. But you can hit this electrical fence post, come over here, and hit that one. So this way you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to attach, because those are too wide. You will not be able to go inside from over there, come over here, and then be able to connect them. So you do have to have that area up there to get to them. So battery bank to electrical relay to the trigger pads, then back to the dart traps to turn those on, and this is where you will fight. As I said, you've got spots here for placing storage. You could even run storage all the way back here. It's really however much you're going to need. The key is not to stand back here, but to be up here during the Horde night. The other thing that you can do, depending on the biome that you're in, because the desert biome has snakes and they're a pain in the ass because they don't hit anything, I put these down, and these kind of help me during the Horde night. If I get up here, I know I'm too far, I gotta back up a little bit. But basically you're going to want to fight right here. You're far enough away that dogs won't be able to hit you, but you're close enough that they're not going to think it's easier to bang through your walls back here to get to you. They're going to think this is easier. So this is where I fight the Horde. I have it at 32 and basically normal settings. At 32, 64 I could do, but it tends to drop the frame rate if, me and my girlfriend are both streaming stuff, whatever. It just kind of tends to be a little taxing, so I don't usually have it at 64 anymore. The nice thing about this base is it works as both a Horde base and your loot base. It doesn't have to be that way. I have it that way because I don't like going everywhere. And the nice thing is, when I'm downstairs working, this is going to tell me if anything's coming. So I'm always going to be... And the screamers, during the day, when they're not running, the screamers will die before they get to the dart traps. If they're running, they will make it through... I don't know why. But I'll take you down here. This is how I usually build my downstairs. I've got, the fireplace to make the food. I've got 2 forges, a cement mixer, plenty of storage. I usually put my ammo and stuff here, and then I'll have like iron, lead, brass here. I'll put the miscellaneous stuff, drinks, canned food, and then over here I'll have like books, coins, stuff to sell. This area will be for armor and mods, parts, fuel. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I have a very structured way of storing everything, and it drives my friends nuts. And then, like I said, back here will be ammo, explosives, bullet materials. And then the nice thing is there's plenty of space. You can knock out these walls here. You can go this way and make more space. It is 15 deep at this point to the floor up there. I found that 15 seems to be perfect. You don't have to worry about the Horde or even mini Hordes trying to get to you. You don't have to worry about having too much space. I mean, obviously know how wide you can go. I find 5 to be optimal. But it's sturdy enough that it's not going to collapse your base on you. So, but this is the Horde base. As I said, this is the bear design. 1 block down, and then 2 blocks, like in this area, just so that if a demo does explode, he's not taking out here and then they're digging into dirt coming underneath you. We did have that when I tried to build this hastily on a server with friends, where demo blew up, took out, I think we had like 2 or 3 demos blow up because one of my buddies was using a shotgun. Blew out the floor. They started coming underneath, so they were actually like coming under here to get to us. Then we started backing up, turned into a whole mess, like 20, 30 birds outside. It was crazy. But yeah, so this is my base design. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave a message. And thanks.